So if you are here to find out what exactly is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin and also what kind of scenario to expect next, then you are definitely at the right place, because in this video, I have prepared some very interesting scenario which is pointing out where the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. So if you like what you just heard, then do destroy that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now let's dive into the content. So now let's start this here in a daily time frame using these two different scenarios. First is this bear flag, which is playing out here in a bigger scale, and second, during this downtrend, what we are witnessing is this falling wedge, because according to this falling wedge is considered as a bullish scenario. But in the past price action, when the trend was in a downtrend, when we saw this falling wedge type of scenario playing out, what happened after that? We broke above this resistance line, showed this very nice bullishness, but this bullishness ended when the price approached the top of this falling wedge. And what happened after that? After that, we started this downward movement. And now, if we look in our case, guys, in a downtrend, we are forming a very similar looking falling wedge, and this falling wedge is also showing this breakout type of price movement. So now, if this continuation is going to happen, I mean price is going to get attracted, then where is the price target? The price target is going to be around this top line, and this top area is around 32,500 area. So now we know around this 32 is where we personally think the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading, not just only because of the top of this falling wedge, but also if you look at this Fibonacci line, then you can see from this top till the bottom area, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement is also exactly around this top of this falling wedge. So that's why we are expecting this relief rally to continue at least towards this 0.5 Fibonacci line before choosing a trend duration, because we have seen in the past price action, if you take the falling wedge, if you take this Fibonacci line, just like with the past price action from this swing high till this swing low, right, till this swing low, you can see the price of Bitcoin also approached around this 0.5 Fibonacci line, right? You can see we came around that area but was unable to find support, and after that showed this weakness. And this is exactly what we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to do. I mean, a continuation here towards this 0.5 Fibonacci line, right, before choosing a trend duration, because we have seen, guys, this is a clear lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern. So if this is what we are also going to see happening, then we have to be very careful, because in that case, we are expecting a similar price movement here in this manner. Price showing this breakout, turning it into a fake out, and then slowly continuing this rally here to the downward direction. And not just only this one here, guys, if you look at the price action in a very simple way in a weekly time frame, let me show you another interesting scenario. Now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware that we have up to $8,500 crypto exchange bonus available for our community member in the description down below. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, then you can see BYBIT is giving around $4,050 bonus and PHEMEX $4,100 after your initial deposit. So take advantage of this free money, guys. The link is provided in the description down below. So now let's switch the chart. So now let's look at this here in a weekly time frame and add this Fibonacci extension line from this swing high till this swing low area, because we can see very clearly, guys, the price of Bitcoin right now in a weekly is trying to hold the support around this 0.5 Fibonacci line. This 0.5 Fibonacci line is lying around 30,200 area. So if the weekly does close above this 30,000 range, then what does this actually indicate? This will indicate that we could be seeing a relief rally in which we could be getting gravitated towards this 34,500 area. So this relief rally is around 32. Maybe we could see more movement, I mean more bullishness before price chooses and trend direction. So that's why, according to this here in a weekly time frame, 0.382 is where we could be getting gravitated. But for that to happen, we have to, right, we have to close the weekly above this 0.5 Fibonacci line, because staying below this 0.5 Fibonacci line will trigger a fake out, just like as shown in an example here, just like what I showed you here, a fake out price approaching this 32,000 line, and then again showing this weakness. So that's why guys, we have to remain above this 30,000 here in a weekly time frame. And not just only this one here, let's find out whether this movement what we are witnessing is a fake out or an actual trend reversal. Because if you use this Williams alligator indicator, we are getting rejection exactly at this center line. And this center line is a very, very important line, because in the past price action, if you follow the movement, you can see in a downtrend, this center line has never led the price to break above it. Even though we are expecting bullishness to continue at least towards this 32,000 before choosing a trend direction, this is clearly showing us that, hey, whenever we have approached around this center line, after that the price of Bitcoin has showed a movement here to the downside. So that's why, to avoid this scenario, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do here in a daily time frame is to find a proper support above this line. So if we manage to find support above this 30,000 or above this center line of this Williams alligator indicator, then we could be getting gravitated towards the top of this center line. And in that case, you can see our price target around 32,000 is also going to play out perfectly right before choosing a trend duration. Because right now, if you look at the indicators here to the downside, beside MACD, rest are still skeptish. I mean, if you look at this T2CCI, we have just entered this positive territory, right? MACD is a bullish MACD cross, which is a good sign, but RSI line is still below 50 level. So what we want is the confirmation from all of these four indicators for an actual trend reversal. So that's why guys, that's why unless we are not going to see a crossover from this Williams alligator indicator where this green line appears at the top and this blue line at the bottom, and at the same time MACD, RSI, T2CCI indicator confirming this price movement, we have to be very careful, because this could be turning out as a fake out, and after that price moving here to the downward direction. So that's why guys, please keep this in mind, because we have seen whenever an actual breakout type of scenario has played out, the price of Bitcoin and even this indicator has always confirmed the movement. Breakout, I mean, you can see red line, green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom, bullish MACD, T2CCI in a positive territory here, and the RSI line also above 50 level, confirming this bullishness. Similar scenario unfolded here. Guys, that's why for an actual trend reversal, we need a proper confirmation from this indicator. Unless that's going to happen, we are going to remain very, very skeptical. And not just only this one, right now, if you look at this price action again in a daily time frame, but in a very simple way, what we can do is we can simply add this parallel channel. Let me show you this in a different chart. So now, if we look at this again here in a daily time frame using this parallel channel, we are aware guys, even though this might not look as a perfect parallel channel example, but still the upper line here has been a very strong line of resistance, lower line has been a very strong line of support. Each and every retracement around the lower line area, after that we have seen this really nice bounce. But for us, what's important here in a daily time frame is to remain above this center line. This center line, whenever we have found or closed the daily above it, you can see we have seen a really nice bounce in price action of Bitcoin. And every time the price of Bitcoin got rejection to stay above the center line, what has happened after that? We got gravitated towards the lower line area. So that's why, even though this price is above 30,000, the center line, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do, even if we are going to see any sort of weakness, is to find a support above this 30,000 or the center line area. So if the center line area is going to hold the price, and the daily is also going to close above it, then you can see the next candle could be a very bullish candle where we could be getting gravitated towards the top of this channel, and then slowly, right, and then slowly starting this movement here in this manner before choosing a trend direction. Why? Because we are aware around that area is where the top of this Williams alligator indicator is lying, and also from this falling wedge, the upper line area or the 0.5 Fibonacci line. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then do destroy that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye-bye.